Hello and welcome to Everything Dance. I'm your mentor, Dancing Dawn. This is your go-to site for all dance subjects and styles and all other related topics from beginner to professional and dance teaching qualifications.
Tango video showing you some more fancy steps you can add in between any tango steps I show you or others you know. Attitude turns and pivots, spirals, pivots in curtsy position, pivots in rise in fourth, and pivots with whip stirs. So they're all the ones you can put in that are a bit fancy. Often the girl holds a position and the man walks round, simple basic tango walks, which I've shown you in previous episodes, which I'll link below. And he holds on to girl and rotates her often in these positions. So let's take a look at some of those. Pivots in curtsy. This is one where the girl could actually do the check first. So she takes the right foot back in check. The man could also do the check at the same time where he goes across with his left foot. From there, the girl would hold her curtsy position while the man begins any form of tango walks, either on his own while she holds the position or going round the girl, rotating the girl in her position. So if the girl has just done the check with her right foot behind, if the man chooses to walk round her, she can make slow pivots as he goes round with basic tango walks or indeed any other step. Much the same principle is pivoting with rising fourth. So again, instead of the girl doing maybe a low check, she could actually take whichever foot she likes across. She could actually do either the swivel step, which I've shown before in a previous episode, which I'll link below, or she could just go across into a rise in fourth and hold. The girl could do a cross into a rising fourth and hold, or indeed the man could then rotate round her in tango walks. Pivots with a whip stir. The girl can do any form of foot whipping round and then pivot either low or in a rise. There are many more of these whip type steps in tango, which I will cover in further episodes. Some are quite complicated, so I'm going to leave them until we get a little bit further with the tango. I'm trying to start with more simple things first. So a basic whip, the girl can just extend forward, carry it all the way round to the back, place the foot behind her curtsy and either hold there or pivot either low or again pivot in a rise. You can also do développés into rondes and then pivots, which is drawing the leg up in all sorts of ways, extending it out, then round in the air, placing it behind and pivot. And don't forget you can do développés backwards as well as forwards. So you draw the foot up, extend out, ronde it round. Now I've placed it in front. I could go into a check here or a rise here and pivot. And of course développés can be done out to the side, but that's not so effective unless you're doing a whole whip then before you place it to pivot. So these are just a few fancy things you can add in instead of just making checks when you want to stop or think for beginners. Spiral is basically any sort of turn. You could do it with a low point and ronde, which means round of the leg, then cross and pivot. Attitude turns, this is best with the man keeping a good firm hold on the girl, and an attitude is when you lift the leg behind. The knee is always higher than the foot, as in the statue of Eros. So you can do it on a bend or on a straight leg. It's held away from the other leg. And again, the girl can pivot on her foot as the man holds her and takes her round, or if you're very clever, you can actually do it on a rise, which is much more visually pleasing. So there are just a few ideas that you can do within your tango as a whole set of music over a bar or more, or indeed when you're going to check, instead of just starting a new step, you can add one of these in. So as I say, check out my links below. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the thumbs up if you found this interesting, and share with your friends. Until next time, happy dancing.